Hey, what's going on YouTube subscribers and new listeners? You're watching KBTV where knowledge is born, and I'm King David. Salutations and greetings. How y'all doing today? Today I want to talk about, in a lesson for today, Earth is stationary, okay? Meaning it's not moving. Um, I know they taught us this a lot in school, growing up, elementary, junior high, you know, that the Earth is spinning and orbiting around the sun. All right, but I want to talk about that a little bit so that we can get a clear understanding that Earth is stationary. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump right on in. Okay. Um, they say Earth spins at 1,000 miles per hour. Okay, it's traveling 1,000 miles every hour. Okay, the Earth's speed in the universe is 67,000 miles per hour. So they say that Earth is moving through our galaxy, right, at 67,000 miles per hour. That's a lot. That's a lot of miles to cover. Okay, in 1 hour. Now, the circumference of our planet is 24,000 miles. Okay, so let me draw up something right here. Draw a circle. Okay, 24. That's a circumference. It's a circle. Now the diameter is 8,000. So let's just go straight across, and the radius will be from the center, anywhere on up or down or that way. It's 4,000. Okay. Our planet's really not that big as we think. All right, and okay, so the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. We're traveling through the universe, our universe, the galaxy, at 67,000 miles an hour, and the Earth is supposed to be rotating around the sun. At the same time. Okay. And the speed of light is 168,000 miles per hour. Okay. So they saying that we're moving through the universe at about basically 1/3 the speed of light. But we don't feel nothing? That doesn't, come on now, that doesn't make any sense. Not at all. We don't feel nothing. Okay? If an earthquake happened in California, we felt it in Nevada. That just happened. Okay? But we not feeling the spin of the earth, let alone the speed that the earth is traveling through the universe at 67,000 miles per hour, which is 1/3 the speed of light. Gotta be kidding me, right? Now let's talk about planes, okay? Planes that fly and gotta go to, different locations. So let's talk about planes that's flying, but also the Earth spinning at the same time. Okay, so let's say I'm taking a trip from California to New York, going coast to coast. And let's say the Earth is spinning counterclockwise, right? This is California. And here goes New York somewhere over here. All right. If the Earth is going clockwise and I fly and I'm flying, right? Remember, the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. Let's say it takes me just on a straight flight, it takes me 6 hours to get to New York. Straight flight, no, non-stop, right? Just pretending. Okay? Now, remember, the Earth is moving at 1,000 miles per hour. It's going to take me 6 hours to get there. Now, by the time I get here to New York, all right, the Earth would have moved 6,000 miles. Spinning. It would have spun 6,000 miles clockwise. So if that was the case, I would be somewhere down. I shouldn't even be in New York when I land. I should be somewhere down in South America somewhere when I land. You know, Honduras, somewhere down below the equator. I wouldn't even be in the northern hemisphere. I would be somewhere down in South America. Okay? If the spin was happening. All right? And that goes the same with shooting a gun. If I was a sniper, okay, and I'm sniping from, I don't know, let's say 2 miles away, mile and a half, whatever, okay, and I'm shooting a gun, and the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, okay, by the time the bullet reached the target, I would have missed the target. I would never be able to hit my target on point because of the spin, and also when they talk about the curvature of the Earth, the 45-degree curve of the Earth. You know, when they talk about, you know, the curve. You know, like, let's pretend this is the ocean, and then they say the ocean drops and curves because it's 45 degree. Okay, so basically they saying a boat. Okay, they're saying a boat. When you on land, you watching the boat, and they say that boat eventually drops. That's why it disappears, but it doesn't. If you get binoculars, you can still see the boat. It's on a straight line. So we live on a plane surface. Okay, this is the plane, and it's not moving, and we're not rotating around the sun. We're not spinning. We're not traveling through the galaxy at 1/3 speed of light. Okay, the sun is spinning around us, okay, and pulling us across the galaxy along with the other planets, okay, across the zodiac, which takes 24,000 years, which is the same circumference of the Earth. Not a coincidence, okay? All right. You know, and another example will be like the merry-go-round. If you ever was a kid or even a grown-up on the merry-go-round and it spins and it's spinning, either no matter what, even if you're in the middle or on the outside, gravity's pulling you outward. Okay, so everything will be, if we were spinning like that, everything would be pushed out. You know, gravity would be pulling things out. Like the waves in the water, I'm sure it would be going the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? Because the Earth is spinning and things are getting pulled, so the waves will go the opposite way. Okay. On top of that, we will have extreme bad weather. Traveling 1/3 speed of light and spinning at 1,000 miles. What's that, Mach 1 or something? And you know, it'll be mega pole shifts. You know, bad weather all the time. You know, waves probably 10 miles high. Talking about a real tsunami and tidal wave. Wind blowing at 1,000 miles an hour, higher than that. You know, hurricanes and tornadoes. It'd be bad. The Earth would be, to me, unsustainable traveling at that speed. Okay. You would have bad weather all the time. All the time. So I just want to, you know, point out some things to you about, you know, how we live on a plane surface. Okay. we do not rotate around the sun, okay? The sun rotates around us and is pulling us across the galaxy. All right. Like I said, man, planes is a good example. If the Earth was spinning, the plane would land in a different location every time. All right. And on top of that, if we're spinning, that means if we're in the northern hemisphere, right, when it gets nighttime, because we're so-called spinning around the sun, and when we spin, that's how we get our daylight and sunlight. That's what they teach us in school. Then we will be in the southern hemisphere at nighttime. We'll be in the whole other hemisphere. We'll be in the Tropic of Capricorn. And then when daytime comes back around, we will be back in the Tropic of Cancer, back in northern hemisphere. So, you know, it just don't make no sense at all. And you can't make it make sense. Only when I'm explaining makes sense. All right. So Earth is stationary. It is not moving. Okay. Now, when I say it's a plane like that, I mean in our surface, not meaning that the world is flat. All right, but it's not round like a basketball at all. It's more, you know, it is three-dimensional because it has a depth, a width, and a height. Anything with that is 3D. So, you know, we're 3D beings. The Earth is 3D, but we see in 2D. You know, meaning that if I cover up my left eye, I can't see from what's over here. Somebody can hit me in my left eye, I couldn't see it. You know, so we see in 2D, if that makes sense. But on that note, I hope you guys learned something, and don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, like the video if you liked it, and until we meet again, Tavio Luego, Contigo Mundia. Peace.